Whether it's a job,
whether it's a significant other in a relationship.
rejection can feel really crappy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl BC Starks, and I'm here with another video for you. In case you checked out the title, which I know you did, that's probably why you clicked here. I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about today. Stay tuned. So for today's video, I'll be talking about how to cope with rejection. This is a subject that a lot of people struggle with. I struggled with it a lot once upon a time as well, especially when I didn't understand how to process it. And so I just want to talk a little bit about how you can process rejection and how you can not allow it to define you. If you've ever been rejected, you know that it can feel really rotten and awful. And a lot of times it feels really personal. So personal that we often will start to judge ourselves because someone has rejected us. Whether it's a job, whether it's a significant other in a relationship, whether it's a friend who, you know, you happen to have a disagreement with, rejection can feel really crappy. And I just want to share a few tips with you about how you can better cope with rejection so that it doesn't have to define you. One of the things that I do, or I've learned about rejection, is that it's not personal. If you are being rejected, example, if it's a job that you really, really want and you don't get it, you prepare for the interview, you get to learn about the company, you put your best foot forward, you wear your best suit, you show up, and you think you nailed it, only to get an email later on that says, hey, we've moved on with a better candidate. A lot of times it can feel like something's wrong with you. Well, what didn't I do right? Why did they pass over me? What don't I know? So on and so forth. One of the things I learned is that, you don't have control over what it is other people are looking for. And so when you get, quote unquote, rejected, it doesn't mean that necessarily something's wrong with you. It just means you're not a right fit for that particular job or that particular person at that particular time. You don't have to take it personal. One of my favorite books that I've read, I think I was in college when I first read this book. It's called The 4 Agreements by, I forgot who the author is. Don Miguel Ruiz. There you go. In that book, it talks about, as one of its principles, don't take anything personal, because every person that you encounter is in their own little bubble of reality, and what fits their reality may not always align with whatever your reality is. And so if, for example, if it's a relationship and you're really wanting to be with somebody and they keep pushing you away saying, no, I don't want to be with you, and you feel rejected, it's not that there's anything wrong with you per se. It just means that they're not wanting what you want. And it could be the timing of their own life. It could be something that they're dealing with internally that they've never talked to you about. It could be a number of things, but more importantly, it's never really about you. It's about that person. It's about that organization and their goals and what it is they're wanting to accomplish. And sometimes that may not align with who you are. And that's okay too. Great wisdom tells us that a lot of times rejection is for our own protection. Sometimes it could be a great thing that you got passed up by that job, because had you started working there, it would have taken you off the path of your destiny, of your purpose. And you could have been stuck somewhere for 5-10 years that you shouldn't have even been. Same thing could go with a relationship. You can find yourself with someone who initially rejected you, or find yourself with someone in a 5-10 year relationship that you probably shouldn't have been with. So, don't take it personal. It's never personal. The next thing I want to say about rejection is that it doesn't have to define you. You don't have to allow it to define you. Because you get rejected doesn't mean that you're a failure. Because you get rejected doesn't mean that you're damaged goods. Because you get rejected doesn't mean that you don't still have value. It just means that whatever your value is not the right fit for that person, that place, that organization, that thing. And that you need to keep it trucking until you find your right fit. Oftentimes, I feel that when we get rejected by something or someone that we really, 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 really want, it's like God's way of telling us, I got something better. Like, I know you like this thing. I know you like this place. I know you like this person. But I think a little bit higher of you than you can even think of yourself. So I can do a little bit better if you give me a chance. I feel like that's the universe's way of saying, I got you, and I'm going to handle it better than you can imagine. And so it helps to think of it this way, because what you think about yourself and what you think about life becomes true for you. And if you allow things on the external to define you, if you allow things on the outside to determine your value and your worth, then you're telling the universe, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I must be a failure because I got rejected. You're going to keep getting experiences that validate that. And that's not what we want at all. And that's not what I want for you. As your manifesting mentor, I really want you to be able to thrive in life. I want you to be able to see yourself in the highest light possible. I would not be here today with this message that I live by. I've learned to go within, so I would never be without. I would not be here today if I didn't tell you the truth of what I've learned, and that is everything that you could ever truly want to be, do, and have starts from within. And the minute you learn to manage your internal dialogue, your emotions, and how you allow things to affect you inside, then you can start to then see shifts happening on the outside, because everything starts from within. As within, so without. And so those are the things that I've learned about how you can cope with rejection. I hope you found these tips helpful, and if you have, please feel free to comment below, because I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts. And if you want to share anything that you've been struggling with in the comments, feel free to do so as well. It could spark a new topic for me to talk about, because that's what I'm here for. Once again, thank you for your time. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me and you've watched it till the end, and I thank you. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I greatly appreciate it. That's how we're going to grow this channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, ciao.